What is up, everyone? Matt back for another real review, and today I'm here to talk to you about one of the most anticipated movies of a weekend double feature that some theaters have sold over 20,000 tickets to. Part 2 of this double feature review will come out tomorrow, but for today, I'm here to talk to you about none other than Barbie, starring Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling, directed by Greta Gerwig. And oh my God, I have so many thoughts, so much to say. I'm just gonna say it right up front. This film is a perfect film. You can guess my grade already from me just saying I have not a single bad word to say about this movie. From the direction to the acting to the story, it all just works. And I think that starts from the top with director Greta Gerwig in her third film, her first big studio film, mind you, because her first two films were Lady Bird and Little Women. This is her first big studio, possibly franchise project. So let's talk about Barbie. Because Greta Gerwig wrote this script with her partner in life, Noah Baumbach of Marriage Story and White Noise, which came out back in November. I did not know what to expect going into this movie. I just thought it was going to be a silly, fun time. But when I left, I had more than a silly, fun time. This film was well thought out. It was well written. It was very cathartic, which I did not see coming from a Barbie movie. And I just couldn't believe what I had just seen. I had a smile on my face the entire time. It's genuine. It's got a real message to it. And that's why I think I'm loving it so much. I don't want to get too much into the story, but generally, we're in the story for Barbie, and Barbie is going through something. She's been living the same day essentially over and over and over. A perfect day in Barbie Land with all the other Barbies and the Kens and just living life. But suddenly, her life kind of takes a turn because she begins to have non-Barbie thoughts, like thinking about death.
Is everything about dying?
Well, that leads to this whole story about figuring out who you are and learning about a connection that she has with someone in the real world, because that's who's playing with her.
What do I have to do? You have to go to the real world. You can go back to your regular life, or you can know the truth about the universe. The choice is now yours.
The first one, the high heel.
You have to want to know, okay? Do it again.
So now she has to go find that person and fix things to be Barbie again, right? And of course you got Ken, who is, it's always Barbie and Ken. Ken is kind of on a very similar journey because he doesn't know who he is without Barbie.
I just don't know who I am without you.
You're Ken.
But it's Barbie and Ken. There is no just Ken.
So what does he do? He sneaks away with her, just sneaks in the back of her car, and off they go.
What are you doing here?
I'm coming with you.
Did you bring your rollerblades?
I literally go nowhere without them.
And that's really all I want to talk about in terms of story, because it is bonkers what this film does. There are times where I felt like I was watching a fever dream. It's just so self-aware and funny, and knows it's not a totally serious movie.
If I wasn't severely injured, I would beat you off right now, Ken.
I'll beat you off with you any day, Ken.
Anyone who wants to beat him off has to beat me off first.
I will beat both of you off at the same time.
Beats both of us off.
Nobody's gonna beat anyone off.
But when the time comes, it gets serious, and serious to the point where you're just like, wow, that was incredibly deep. there were numerous points in my screening where you had the audience going off, hooting and hollering over something that was just said, or in my case, laughing their ass off at a single joke that was told later on in the film that I could not just keep it together. And I'm trying not to laugh now thinking about it. But I just think overall this story is something everyone needs to kind of see. And yes, there might be that mob that goes, oh, this is so woke. No, it's not. It's honest. There's a difference between honest and woke. And it's not woke. It is honest. It is a real film talking about real issues. And that's why I think I enjoyed it so much. But what I really want to talk to you guys about is the career-defining performances that we get from Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling. This may be the film to get Margot her Oscar. She is just absolutely fantastic. She might get multiple Oscars, especially as a producer on this film. It's that damn good. I have never seen her on this level of acting, and we have seen Margot on numerous levels of acting. This was like seeing a completely different artist, and I was loving every second of it. I couldn't keep my eyes off her. Her performance was just that damn captivating. You go to Ryan Gosling, who, yes, he's had a very decent career. He did very well in La La Land, and I never thought I'd see him give another performance of that level. But here we are in Barbie, and he's just this dumb, lovable lunkhead in Ken. And he's so damn funny. His comedic timing is on point. I was just in awe because, I mean, I just thought he was going to be one of those stars that age gracefully and occasionally has an awards film here and there, but I didn't think that this movie would be that film. And it very well might be. And I know it's weird talking awards films in the middle of July, but that's how good this movie is. It has been a tough year. There is only 3 movies right now I would even consider putting in the Best Picture category. That is Air, that is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, and that is Barbie. Keep in mind, at the time of recording this, I have not seen Oppenheimer yet, but you'll get the review for that tomorrow. I just want to say that on every level, this film works. Supporting cast is hilarious and great. A couple standouts: Issa Rae, Emma Mackey, Alexandra Shipp. Their supporting Barbies are hilarious and just give more brains. And I'm trying to work around my words because I don't want to say too much about it, but all the supporting Barbies are just as much of a fun time as the supporting Kens and Margot and Ryan. There is not a singular bad performance in this. Will Ferrell, who I'm going to be honest, folks, this might be an unpopular opinion, not a huge fan of. I loved him in this as the Mattel CEO. He was funny, did what he needed to do. Very surprised in that. But as much as I can keep waxing poetic about this film and the cinematography and the color grading and all of that other technical jargon that I know most of you don't care about, let's be honest, you just want to know how I felt. And I just told you how I felt. So, Barbie, it's a perfect film. Clearly, 5 out of 5. That is my rating for it. I had so much fun. She's everything, and he's just Ken. And I can't wait for you guys to get into the theater, check this out, have the last, do your Barbieheimer double feature or Oppenheimer, whatever people are saying, go do that double feature. And if I'm going to be honest, having seen Barbie and having a feeling of what Oppenheimer is going to be, remember, folks, do your black coffee and cigarette, and then you go to the club after for a good time. So if you're doing that double feature, I will suggest already Barbie second, because you will not regret it. You are going to have such a fun time in the theater and just live for this experience. But with that, folks, remember, everything we do over here at Walt Rental Entertainment. Check it out, whether that be the reviews, the reactions, Watt Gaming, which is our sister channel run by Taylor, where you can go see our Twitch VODs and any clips that we do on our Twitch. So be sure to check that out. And remember to like, subscribe, and follow everything we do over here. Remember, click that like button. Just right over there. Click that like button. It helps, especially with the algorithm. We love it. Just go see Barbie. I'll tell you how I feel about Oppenheimer tomorrow, so be sure to come back for that review. But yeah, enjoy the cinema, folks. It's a great time to be alive. All right, Barbie, let's go party. I'm Matt. This was another Real Review, and we'll see you next time.